Claudia Brett is joining us today because she is about to start a brand new business called Soul Not For Sale, which is a brand new fashion label, Claudia. Mm-hmm. This is exciting. Now, for context, how this interview happened was Claudia turned up to an event today here at Rima called Boost Your Business because she wanted to boost her business. And our desks are quite close to the window, Liana.
They are. We've got a great view.
I think they put us closest to the window because we're the hardest working people in the office. And they wanted to show, like our work ethic to the public.
Okay, well, come on, stop fabricating the story.
And I look out the window and I'm like, I think I recognise that person. And we sort of made eye contact. And I was like, oh, hello. And then I was like, I'm pretty sure that's Claudia. So Claudia and I know each other. We went to school together. And yeah, a bit of a random bumping into of each other. And now you're on air because you're starting this brand new brand.
Insane. Crazy. I can't believe it.
So tell us a little bit about why you decided to start a new fashion label.
So Soul Not For Sale is a fashion label that is a Christian-based, faith-based label. I wanted to do something in the streetwear space for people to come to know Jesus and just start a conversation about Jesus. So it's based on Mark 8:36, for what does it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his own soul? And yeah, when I became a Christian about 2 years ago, I had an insane encounter with God. I wasn't searching for God, and He rescued me out of a pretty rough situation. And I just looked around the world and could see the chaos unfolding before my eyes, and what the world offers us will never be what Jesus did on the cross for us. And so I decided to, do something where I could start conversation, and this is how Soul Not For Sale started.
Whoa, so cool. Is fashion something that you've always been interested in, or is it just an idea you had when you had an encounter with Jesus?
I always wanted to do something in clothing in the streetwear space when I was a bit younger, in my early 20s, but I never knew how to do it. It seemed saturated. Everyone's doing streetwear, and I went and studied and did all sorts of other things, and I think it's just crazy how God works. 2 years ago I would have never have pictured where I'd be right now, and God's placed me in this space in my life where I'm just pursuing what His purpose is for me.
Oh, well, that's awesome. That's so encouraging to hear. And I think I'm looking at your Instagram page right now, and for some reason, I have already seen this page before. I think, within the Christian circle, it must have popped up at some point before recently. And I absolutely love the style of these T-shirts that I can see up here. I just think they're so cool. I just think this is what everyone wants to wear at the moment. And you right now are wearing one of your T-shirts, are you?
Yes.
Very.
So what's it been like for you? Like, it must be pretty cool, right? Having done the designs and got it all together.
I feel like I'm the definition of no idea what I'm doing, but giving something a go.
Yeah.
The idea came in my head, and I'm just following, God's purpose for my life. But, crazy. I worked tirelessly on finding the final design for Soul Not For Sale. I look back at the first samples from prior to Christmas, and I'm like, what the heck? It's just not my vibe. So it's crazy how much has gone into it, and finally settling on something that I worked on with a family friend, and she gave me the final edit, and I was like, that's it. I'm happy with it.
Cool.
Yeah, that's so cool. And just to circle back a little bit, and I don't know how much detail you want to go into, but you talked about how you weren't searching for God, but He found you 2 years ago. Has that been quite a what's that been like for you, kind of emotionally? And then to do something like this, that is obviously for you, it wasn't just I'm Christian now, and put that aside, but you've kind of made your whole life about it. You've literally put the fact that you're a Christian on a T-shirt and are wearing it.
Yeah.
So what's that transformation been like for you?
Insane. Like I said, 2 years ago, my life was chaos. My life was a shambles. There was all sorts of things going on in my world that were just so far from God. And, I'd walked away. I'd grown up in a Christian home and walked away from everything to do with God and Christianity for 8, 9, 10 years. And so I wasn't searching for God, and I will go more into my testimony once the brand launches. I'm looking to share that openly soon. And it's a tough thing to hear. The story is tough, but I think that there's real meaning and in it, and that people can learn a lot from my story, and I want to help people through it. So, but yeah, circling back to what you said about me living literally with the T-shirt, Christianity on the T-shirt, that I've devoted my life to God, and there's no point living your life airy-fairy. We have one time on earth, and my time here is to glorify God, and I've chosen, to do that through creating T-shirts and sharing the gospel.
To be honest, real good on you, like Josh said. To be honest, like hearing you talk, I'm just like, it's hard to believe that you were away from God for like such a long period of time, because it just sounds like you're so passionate and you're like back with a vengeance, and like this is it. This is what you're always supposed to be doing. That's what it feels like to me. So you must be in such a better place now, I guess. Like I personally know what it's like not to be living with God and coming back to God, and you're just like, what was I doing?
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
But now God is going to use you in such a powerful way, which is the cool thing about when you come back to God. So I'm really excited for you, and this is just the beginning.
Yeah, this is it.
This is it.
Yeah, and I think it really excites me too. Like, I know for us, it's like we get to serve God doing the thing that we, like for me, I'm like, I get to do the thing I love, go on radio every single day, but also it's a ministry, you know? And I feel like that's kind of what you're doing with like the fashion stuff and with like making the clothing. It's sort of like, it's using something that is just your interest and your passion and how you're made, but then using it to glorify God is really exciting. So good on you.
Thank you, guys.
Oh, thank you so much. Okay, so where can people go, website-wise and Instagram-wise, to follow you, to check out your T-shirts, to buy a T-shirt so that when you're wearing the T-shirt, it starts a conversation about Jesus for other people? Where can people go?
So Instagram is where primarily a lot of the marketing's taking place. So Soul Not For Sale store on Instagram. I'll let you in. The website is soulnotforsalestore.com.
That's great. Soul Not For Sale store on Instagram. Claudia, Brett, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, guys.